Hey guys, what is up, and welcome back to episode 2 of my little Myplayer series for NBA 2K11. In today's episode, I'll be entering the draft. As you guys can see here, we'll be seeing who I'll be getting drafted by, and I'll be signing a ludicrous deal for my first ever season. It's quite crazy, so stick around and you'll see how much I've actually signed. So as we go on the draft here, I was projected to go, I think it was round 2 to the Pistons, but I did not have the best first few combine games, but I think I did enough to get drafted and not go in the G League. So I'm just going to fast forward it here. As you guys can see, it's quite weird seeing a lot of these old people getting drafted, like Eric Bledsoe to the Thunder, Bradley. It's so weird to see them in their old teams, and it's crazy to think that in nowadays the players who are getting drafted, they're on completely different sides. So as you guys can see here, I'm moving into the second round. Haven't been picked up yet, but we're closing in on my draft status. And as you guys can see just here, I'm going to be a New York Knick for this little small series. I'm going to be a New York Knick. I'm not too sure who's on the roster. I need to check that out once I get into the roster. But as you guys can see, CJ Green is going to be a New York Knick.
Don't for 1 second think you've made it just because you got drafted. It's time for the summer circuit, where your play will determine whether or not you'll make the team. This is serious business. If you slack off for even one game, you'll find yourself in the NBA D-League in the blink of an eye. There are only 4 games, so make every minute out there count.
So guys, my deal has not been processed. I've still only got the 274 skill points. So I'm going to play a game and see if when I get back, if my deal has gone through, if it's been processed by the NBA, and I'm finally going to be a paid player in the league. As you guys see, I'm just going into my first summer league game for the New York Knicks. Like I said, it's got to perform. So I'm pretty sure if I don't perform, there's a high chance that not only could I not get starting minutes, but it might be a little bit hard to make that starting lineup straight away as I move into the season. So guys, news just dropped that Carmelo Anthony actually has been released by Atlanta. He's been waived. They've agreed to a buyout, and he will be joining Houston Rockets. Comment down below what you guys think. It's kind of crazy to think that Carmelo, Chris Paul, and James Harden are all going to be on the same team. I don't know how many balls there are to go around for them all, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they will go in that Mike D'Antoni offense. It's going to be crazy to watch them if they can make it back to the Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors. I think they've lost Trevor Ariza, which is a big loss considering he did guard Kevin Durant. But it's definitely going to be interesting. As you guys can see here, I do come up clutch. I give us the lead with 1 point to go. I did get subbed out. We ended up winning. I'll just fast forward it here. And I was just sitting around, having a look at my skill points after the game. Not a lot had happened. I wasn't too sure how much I'd been signed for, how much I actually got from the New York Knicks for my first year. Like I said, didn't have the greatest combine. So just sitting here, having a look around, and boom, there you go. $8 million I received from the New York Knicks in my first ever season. It's quite crazy that my first ever contract's going to be worth $8 million. Couldn't actually believe that $8 million had been put into the account, and the first thing I wanted to do was go spend it. But like I said, I'm not gonna. It's only a small series, so we're not going to go crazy with the spending straight away. I do have I'm only an overall of a 43, but before my next summer league game, I thought let's spend a little bit of cash that I just had received from the New York Knicks, like it's just sitting there, $8 million ready to go in my account. 4 games of summer league left. I thought every summer league game I'm just going to upgrade, and just keep moving on through there. So as you guys can see here, I'm just upgrading some certain stats, probably around to an 80. I'm not going to go fully to the 99 yet. We're going to work our way to the NBA season, and once I get that starting role, then we're going to go full out. We're going to go for it. So my new tested abilities, abilities will be tested in my next summer league game. We've got the New Orleans Hornets. They were still around back in 2K11, which is crazy. Definitely a throwback team that I think we'd all love to see in NBA 2K19, but actually properly this time, not the probably the good team that knocked off the Lakers almost in the first round of the playoffs. So you guys see here, I'm much quicker. I can go to the rim a bit faster now. I don't get that one to drop, but like I said, I'm much quicker. My jump shot's a little bit more deadly. It's just going to get better and better as the series goes on and as the season goes on. Like I said, this is only my second summer league game, so Still a lot to learn how to run with my player. But 2K11 is actually crazy. I'm loving it. I don't know about you guys, but 2K18 is kind of dried out. It's kind of bland for me nowadays. I can't really get into it like I used to. The parks have just dried out, and as you guys see here, why not go back to an M1 on the old 2K11? 2K11 is just, it's, as much as the animations don't look as smooth, it's still a fun game to play, and it's also a great game to play. I get that bad release here, but I think I got it off the glass, which was kind of crazy. I didn't think it actually it'd land with that bad release. But these corners are just deadly for my player. He gets there quick. No one can meet him up as fast as they can on the drives and that. But I get my first ever dunk. You see here, I get that posterizer. I'm not too sure who that was on, but I get my first posterizer. As you guys will see, nice little step back there. Nice little cash step back. I do. One of the players for New Orleans do get their revenge on me. I'm not always cash from the corner, as you guys can see, but I am getting a few dunks, which is good. But like I said, as much as I was dunking, I had my first ever probably posterize on myself where someone's dunked on me, which is pretty cool to see. But like I said, guys, 2K11 I'd recommend getting back on it, getting back into the Myplayer. It's a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it, but I'm really hoping this is going to be a really cool series. Like I said, it's probably going to go 8-10 episodes, nothing too extreme. This is the throwback game probably of the generation. It's pretty much what started 2K's run and dominance over the league. But guys, we get that win in my first ever game after getting my paycheck. $8 million is remarkable, and let's see where we can go for here. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which could be my NBA debut.